work on your self-concept because you're literally just trying to do something to get something. And that's not what this is about. I've been feeling like I had this thought, and it was, I immersed myself in all this stuff, and then
So like different techniques.
I felt like I was learning all this stuff, and then I'm like, oh God, and I got so overwhelmed. So then I just kind of let go and gave up. And then once I like pulled back, it made me see everything, and then I kind of just learned it all over again, but like in a deeper way. I don't know how to, it's like you don't know anything when you start out, and then now you're like getting into it, feeling like you have to do all these things and writing all these things down and listening and affirming and meditating and doing all this stuff and it's like you're trying to find your groove, and then it doesn't. Now you're too overwhelmed, and you're like, okay, oh, I forgot to do that, or oh. And then so you pull back, and then things just start to happen, and then it starts to get applied. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds
I think
so
you're
much
letting
better in
go.
my head.
I think you're letting go. I think for me, I don't do anything. I don't like, if I feel like writing something, great. Like, but you got all this stuff out. Write the stuff down. What was 55533? What all those little method things are.
Yeah.
Listen to the affirmations at night. That like bothers me. I don't like it, you know? So I've just gotten to the point now, it's just like, I just know that it's going to happen. If it makes me feel good to write something down, like in a moment, then I do that. I think the thing is, do what makes you feel good in that moment, not a technique to try to get something. I think that's where a lot of people fail.
Yeah, because
They try.
that's right, to get something. Like if I do this, like one girl the other day was like, I just need to know if I do revision, if that is gonna work. Because if I can just revise, the past, then all my problems will be solved. And I was like, no, because oh my God. I was like, I don't even know how to respond to this. I don't even know. She is so far off. So I think my advice to her would have been work on your self-concept, because you're literally just trying to do something to get something. And that's not what this is about. If you think that if you do the revision and that's going to solve all your problems, and then it doesn't, because you don't have those beliefs underlying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could work if you actually believed that it was going to work, but you have to actually believe it's going to work. I guess that comes with like everything, but I was like, oh, she's got a ways to go, because that's not what this is.
Yeah.
I guess that was like manipulation at that point.
And I know I've said this to you all before. A lot of techniques, they are coming from a place, you always hear coming from a place of lack. But I think even more so than that, they're coming from a place of desperation.
Yes.
You don't want to be desperate for anything. And
no,
I think
and that's the vibe that you're putting out too.
That's exactly the vibe. That's the vibe that you're giving off to like everyone and everything. So I think it is important, like you were saying, to just, I don't know, just let go. If that's what's going to stop you from giving off desperate energy, desperate vibe, whatever you want to call it, then just stop. That doesn't mean that you're giving up on what you want. It means you're giving up on the desperation.
Right, because if you're doing it to get something, then it's not going to work.
Yep.
You have to be doing it to feel better, to, I guess that's what it is. It's to change your life, to change your response to things, because if you're doing it to change something or someone to get something, then that's not what you're going to get. You're going to get desperation. That's going to keep coming to you. Lack is going to keep coming to you. Resistance is going to keep coming to you. Those things that, and you're going to be like, well, I'm doing the things. I'm doing the affirmations and the subliminal messages and the meditations and all the things, and I'm saying my affirmations like 75 times a day, and it's just not working. I don't know what's going on. It's because you're doing
desperate.
it to get something. You're not doing it to feel better.
Right.